Hey everybody, Cam Capital here with a video on Gamestop GME for Friday, April 16th, wrapping up the week. Gamestop closed at 154.69, down $1.75 today, down 1.1%. And was unable to close above 155. You see today, pretty tight range from 151, 160. So it wasn't even a 10% range day for GameStop, so very tight. In that aspect, and also decrease in volume, around 5 million shares a day. So we're getting really tight here on GameStop range, and I think that could be a good thing once we go out to the daily time frame. Got a comment in the last video about if I had any GameStop shares, and I don't. I actively traded it, and my plan for today was if GameStop got above the high of yesterday at 166.25, I'd actually at 49 from the open, but on the 50 it corresponds basically to the daily with this rising orange support line and the EMA break. That was going to be my long signal to get in on. If we cross that level, was going to be my long signal. Honestly, that didn't play out, so now it's back to the drawing board to find some plays for next week. But you see here, basically sold off right off the get-go, couldn't reclaim the 200 EMA on the 5 minute. Buyers held the 150 level, right? RSI's pushed down to the 30, about to oversold, get supported, push higher, can't really get through this 160 even area, right? So $10 digit, zero digit, we wicked through it quick, sold off, and then basically held this downtrend towards the end, and then into power hour. As you know, final hour of the day, options expiration, going to get increased volume. We get this push up to 156 essentially, right to the 200 EMA, and we sell off. And then you see here in the last 5 minute candle, had the high of 155 and couldn't break it, right? So we actually go down to the 1 minute. You see right here, final day, final 2 minutes, get to 154.99. Next candle opens 155, and they push it down, right? Increase volume on the day, increase volume on the selling, but couldn't get that 155 level to get a lot of these options to print. Go over to Yahoo Finance, see, right? So for the call side, obviously it was more concentrated at 160, but still 155, 7,500 contracts compared to the puts 38. But also the puts highest concentrated area was 150, 9,400. Those also didn't print. So pretty good day for the old market maker taking people's profits. So let's jump back to Thinkorswim, and we'll go out to the daily to show you what I am talking about. So here, just corresponding with play, right? So we had this ascending line of support previously, and we got through it on Wednesday, pushed right off the high of it yesterday. And so obviously inside bar play. So a lot of things lined up with this would have been inside bar play, breaks the high of the inside bar play going long, this rising level that would support, and then resistance, and then break the 9 and the 22 EMA. So that to me would have been a great signal to go long, targeting at least get to that 186, 38.2 fib. Obviously didn't happen that, somewhat of a gap down, and tight range day going lower. So obviously from just this standpoint, right, we still have the 50 EMA below, basically track at the 150 level, which could act as buying support. But I think here, just as we're you kind of zoom out, actually zoomed out, you might see it a little bit better. But to me, it looks like, we're basically forming like another triangle, right? So our range is getting really tight. You like to connect trend lines from lows, but I think, with this 116.9 area, if I can get it close, to the low over here at 86, right? We got through that side there, so you can call that a wick if you want to believe in the wick. But here we might be moving this triangle down now, getting a little flatter, so we might pull back into another test of this moving average into next week. We could be really tight, as you can see, like the prior weeks. We're still, each week we're decreasing on volume. We'll see that here on the weekly chart as well, but volume's decreasing. We've got the you could say we're making a triangle here, right? So that's probably way too tight, but we get in here, expect to move one way or another as we tighten up going forward. When we jump out to the weekly, you'll see what I'm talking about on volume. So volume, we did have a little bit more volume this week, but you know, over the last month, the end of March into April, pretty significant drop in volume compared to the beginning of March, right? So 228 million was basically in this 1 week, you know, double the volume we've had in the last 3 weeks. So interest is kind of fading. So we'll look to see if we can get a big move off of GameStop here in the future. You see weekly couldn't close above that 9 EMA, 156.26. So that could be an area of overhead support going forward. But we'll have to just wait and see with that. And then lastly, we'll look at standard Ds real quick. No, I didn't want to click right on there. All right, so where we're at here, weekly, still got it above, kind of between the 2 and the 2.5 zone. Probably not going to see much there just because, you know, the crazy squeeze up originally is going to skew everything. But here on the daily, right, basically have the half standard D mark slightly above where we're at right now, 157. So that could be acting as overhead resistance, but we do have a ways to go to get back to the neutral, which is down at 123. So we'll look to see definitely if this 50 EMA holds, and then maybe this rising line of support that was just drawn for the future of GameStop next week. So that's what I got for you guys on GameStop. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'm going to make some other videos this weekend on different tickers. Please let me know in the comments any ticker you'd like to see. Probably look at some other electric vehicle plays, and then cannabis plays. Those are somewhat popular, and we do have the FIRA Tilray merger to be voted on and 420 next week. So we'll see. Appreciate you taking time to watch the videos, and we'll see you in the next one.